This is Alexander Playtime Williams of PlayTimeCares.com. What's up, world? This is Alexander Playtime Williams of PlayTimeCares.com, giving you your full NXT TakeOver The End recap. Happened June 8th, 2016 at Full Sail University in Orlando, Florida. Tom Phillips, Corey Graves, all your commentators. They started off the show giving you a montage of why they call this takeover The End. And that's simply this. The WWE is claiming a new era. Well, the new era is using all of the talent from NXT to push them into that new era. So, okay, you took our first wave of great talent out of NXT. That's the end of this. That's the end of the beginning. Now we are our own thing. We are Bad Mama Jamma. Hey, that's the end of the beginning. We're moving forward now. So that's why they call it the end. Your first match, you had the Perfect 10, Ty Dillinger, versus the newcomer that they've been advertising and promoting for the last 2 or 3 weeks, Andrade Cien Elmas. He was a lucha libre. Um, he comes in and he's kind of dressed like a yodeler. Kind of confused me for a second there. No mask. He just had a white cap, um, big feather, white suspenders. Looked like he was about to start yodeling, but he didn't. That's fine. Great back and forth action, showing all kind of diversity and different types of moves, dexterity from both people. Cien had very creative offense. Well, I won't even spoil it if you didn't get a chance to see it. They both used a lot of finesse and whatnot overall. Crowd was really behind Ty at the beginning of the match, but by the end of the match, they was actually kind of cheering for both of them, because Cien actually did a really good job of making sure he gave the crowd what it is that they wanted. Cien ended up doing the double knees, running from one corner of the ring to the next, double knees into the face of Ty, pinned him 1, 2, 3. That match was a 3 out of 5. It was a really good match. Next, they showed a montage of American Alpha beating the Revival at NXT TakeOver Dallas, and the Revival is just coming back and just whooping everybody until it's time for them to get this rematch against American Alpha tonight. So that was your second match. You had the Revival versus American Alpha for the tag titles. They both came out looking pretty good, but Jordan, he actually looked really, really crisp tonight, landing those drop kicks with pinpoint precision. He looked really, really good. The Revival actually performed better as a tag team, plus using like distraction techniques to make sure the referee didn't see what they were doing, and that's what they ended up doing is using those distraction techniques and was able to put the Shatter Machine on Jordan, matter of fact, and take the titles back. Now they're the first two-time NXT Tag Team Champion in the history of the company. American Alpha was in the ring. People was clapping for him. They got attacked by two big old dudes. I don't know who they were, but they had that Hall of Fame manager that had like the Legion of Doom. They used to manage the Legion of Doom. He was at the front of the ramp and motioned them to leave, and they left. So that'll be very interesting to see what happened with that. They cut away to Asuka warming up. She's doing all kind of knee lifts into pads of a training guy, and Bailey shows up and just shake her hand and walks away. Then they did a montage of how Austin Aries and Shinsuke Nakamura's match came to be. So, of course, your third match is going to be Austin Aries versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Good back and forth action. This is the first time I actually saw Austin Aries beat Austin Aries of old. He opened up his offense, looked really, really good this match. They both gave plenty of offense. They beat up on each other really, really good. Had the crowd, ooh, a lot of times during the match. So, but in the end, the King of Strong Style delivered one of those knees, and that was it. He got the win. So that match was a 3 out of 5 as well. Um, they cut away the early arrival of Samoa Joe coming to the ring. Then they did a montage of Asuka and Nia Jackson, how they uh, got on a collision path to end up on this live showing of NXT. And of course, since they did the montage, the fourth match is going to be Nia Jax versus Asuka for the women's title, and it was pretty much a showcase of power versus agility. And every time that Asuka would do something just really really cool, whether it was a submission hold or whatever, Nia Jax was able to pick up power bomb, or pick up suplex, or pick up throw across the ring. It was just she would power out of all of those moves, but constant onslaught of knees, constantly having to fight off the submissions, and Asuka refusing to not stay down. It kind of wore out Nia, and after several knees to the head, Asuka was able to get the win. She was able to pin her for the win. And Will Regal was getting interviewed, and while he was getting interviewed about what he thought about NXT Takeover and how it was going to turn out, Bobby Roode from TNA, Impact Wrestling, TNA, whatever you call it, he walks by. So, oh man, I just have to go on record and say, when the WWE go live on Tuesday, and that's Impact Wrestling night, either they're gonna have to move to try to survive, or they're gonna get taken over. Because I mean, hell, Bobby Roode is in how many what talent you have left? You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me the Hardy Boys, because the WWE bring them back too. Doesn't look good for him, but the crowd really seemed to like Bobby Roode going to William Regal's office, and William Regal cutting the interview short and saying, I got pretty much half to handle that. And they did a montage of Finn Balor being beaten by Samoa Joe, and talked about how much is an obsession for him to have the title, things of that nature, and showed Samoa Joe getting attacked by Finn Balor every chance that Finn Balor got. And of course, that led to the fifth match. In your final match, you have Finn Balor versus Samoa Joe. Finn Balor came out as the Beast. I know he barely loses, or he never lost when he was the Beast. But this was actually just decent action. I think because of the fact that Samoa Joe is so much bigger than Finn Balor, um, Finn really didn't put on that good of a show. He wasn't able to do very much against Samoa Joe, in my opinion. He didn't use the cage enough. Samoa Joe was slinging Finn against the cage. He sliding down the cage like a cartoon character hitting a window at high speed, and just Finn Balor really couldn't do that. So they didn't utilize the steel cage that well. It is what it is. I mean, that match actually was just a 2. That's about as average as you can get for a steel cage match. And Samoa Joe ended up winning that match. He did the Muscle Buster, the move that he used to beat him the first time. He used the Muscle Buster off the mid rope, the second rope. Boom, 1, 2, 3, victory, and that was it. Overall, very decent NXT, very good showing. Hey, thumbs up, thumbs down, comments, I'm loving them. You need more, whatever, let me know. Subscribe, tell your mama and them to subscribe. Hey, go to playtimecares.com, follow me there so you can see all the other stuff that I do on that. Hey, Playtime out.